Hello, welcome back. Last time, Madeline turned back just before the end and found her way into a weird part of this dream that she's having. So, I'm outside the map, sort of. Oh, those are spikes. Did not see them. Alright, so more jellyfishing. Ice walls, pink crystals, etc. I wonder if I should deliberately constrain myself to not do the fancy jellyfish regrab techniques that I've learned elsewhere. Probably not. I don't think that's a meaningful constraint to apply here. Like, I cannot play this under the context of having not played Strawberry Jam already, so I'll just take whatever advantage that happens to give me, and just have to be okay with that. Like, for example, I can do... okay. Not doing it super well, but I can just do this, and... I don't know, this feels an awful lot like it wants me to do that kind of thing. The death plane advances. Right, so I don't know how much pink I'm gonna need. But I mean, doesn't this look exactly like one of those situations? Like, that's literally what it is. Okay, it is clear you want me to throw that at the wall. Okay, and then... okay, and then... do it diagonally? Oh, I guess that's not gonna be good enough. And right, no gems in this pseudo checkpoint. So I need to go nice and high up to, which paradoxically means going down lower before I... whoa, that doesn't feel good. Also, it's not right. I think that wall is... oh wait, hang on, there's something else I can do with it than what I am doing. Alright, so this is all about silly jellyfish tricks. Let's see, there's a technique for doing what I was trying to do there. Whoopsie, that's not what I meant to do, but it worked. So I can jump off of this wall, get all the way over here, and I guess do that. Throw, dash, grab again. Doesn't feel like that's what it wants me to do. Alright, what's happening in that area? I mean, maybe I am just catching... I was imagining the jellyfish springs on those and I don't touch it again until the other side, but I don't now see a reason for that to be the case. Yeah, this is just a bunch of extended jellyfish tricks. That's all, pretty much. Now that I'm actually looking and seeing what it is. Okay, seems fine. Did I have a question I was trying to answer? And if so, did I answer that question? If I have to ask... okay, right, remember. It's totally fine to dip down more. You actually gain more height, paradoxically, than by not dipping. Okay, there we go. I got... ooh, that didn't feel good, but it worked out. Whoopsie. Right, I kind of see the path. It looks approximately like that. Oops, right, yeah. So there's a distance to it. Like, for a jellyfish, I want to be farther away from the wall. But for a fishbowl, which I guess doesn't exist here, I want to be closer. Okay, what am I doing here? Maybe that? Well, where I currently am isn't too comfortable, but I can do one of these to get up here, and that's pretty good. Whoop. Whoa, I didn't like that, but it worked. Here, I don't know what I'm doing exactly, like that worked. That didn't even fall. How nice of it. There are lots of moves I could pull here. The one that I would be most comfortable doing is probably this one. So that's what I did. You know what? It's fine. Again, I cannot play this under the context where I don't know that move. So I think the suggestion would be, well, not go so far and hit your face in the spike, but, like, what I was trying to do there was going to be a good thing, I think. Okay, well now that I've seen the pattern, it's actually pretty simple. Whoops! Too high. Alright, yeah, so that's the hazard, going too high. Easier to do by accident than you might think. Whoop. Great. Don't go too high. Or if you do, wait and correct it. Okay. And then you know what, I'm just gonna... yeah. Yeah, there's probably something more official to do there, but this is how I'm doing it. It's fine. Okay, so again, I think that... ah, I'm getting back boosted into the spike. That's what's happening. Of course. My calculations in my head don't always account for the recoil. Oh, that's probably the more official way to do that than just, like, getting, oh, extra height out of the thing. Okay, how is that? I would do this. Yeah, okay, that makes a little more sense with the techniques that are actually taught in this level. Okay, got it. I do want to experience the level design over at the area where I keep skipping it. Ah, and this is how you would do that, of course. Yee! I mean, I can just make that jump. No dashing needs to be involved there. Here, let's do it. There we go. I experienced the level design. What about here? Oh, here it's probably just... that. Okay. That did not work the way I imagined. There's some kind of suggestion to bounce the jellyfish? Yeah, once again, I have too much knowledge to actually do this properly, and yeah, I'm back to old habits here because it's what my instincts say to do and it works fine. Oh, I threw right instead of left. Never had that problem before. Usually it's throwing left instead of right. Something funny to me about this being the activity that I'm doing. But you know what? Maybe the jellyfish throwing practice. Why did you throw right? Was I not holding left? I think there was a tiny, tiny moment when I wasn't, and the springboard, like, forced my facing to be the wrong way. Actually, is there any wall throwing and doing this involved here? I think this is all supposed to be just, like... none of those are supposed to have a jellyfish bounced off them. It's all supposed to be this sort of thing. Dang it! I guess the springboard locks my direction to the right, and I'm just forced to wait longer. Ooh, okay. So that's how that would actually have gone, I guess, except it didn't work there. Alright, let's at least try that once. Ooh. How the... okay, sure. So that's... I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. To constrain myself to just techniques taught in the level would look something like that. Okay. That's fine. And yeah, so basically I'm doing what I did there, but without the springboard. Because you can just do that. There we go. Alright, I guess I just had to wait longer. Wah! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, so now that I've done that whole string the probably prescribed way, for the future I'll just do it whichever way I wish. I don't know what I'm doing here. This one doesn't quite make sense to me. I could have recovered that. Alright, again, it's just... ah! I say it's easier for me. Actually, I didn't even finish saying that. But yeah, that's the way that makes sense with my current reflexes. This one I can just do the normal way, it's easier that way. That one's not, because the springboard just locks me facing right for a million billion years, and I can never get back to facing the way I want to face. Oops. But I want to learn that. I would like to learn the skill of patience. It's not a springboard even, it's a wall jump. Yeah, so wall jump locks my facing for a long time, and I just wasn't really aware of that before. Somehow that's the first time that's really come up. Or the first time in recent memory when I've been thinking about it. That's probably more accurate. So what's with this springboard? I guess I do see one thing. Let's try that. Didn't work. That's fine. I'm still here. Alright, honestly, I'm just going to do whatever I can to make this work, and I know lots of things that'll work fine. Like, for example, that. Okay, good enough. I'm here. Okay, so I keep getting back boosted, so let's just do the thing that I know how to do. Alright, and now an updraft starts, and this is the part of the level you can't preview. I see what you're proposing. Ooh, it's a little bit scary, but I think I can handle it. So that's the way you blow. I didn't actually know that. But knowledge has been gained now. Okay, whoops! I guess I could just boost straight up with that if I wish to. Ah, dang it! Ice wall, still can't judge where it is. That problem's never gone away. Ah! See, what's actually making things harder for me... I would say I'm making things harder for myself with advanced techniques, but... No, what's actually doing it is the indecision about which technique to use. I have too many options. I have too much knowledge! The curse of strawberry jam knowledge just makes... I mean, this has happened in other games lots of times, when I know many advanced techniques, and a situation calls for a basic one, it becomes actually harder to perform that basic one. This is a known phenomenon playing out here. This part's just hard no matter how I do it, I feel like. I imagine there is some gentle, easy way that I haven't found yet, but again, I have not found it yet, so I just have to do it that way. Right, and again, that's just strictly easier for me. Okay, now, updraft starts. I don't have a dash, but it doesn't matter. So I know how the fish blows, and I know I'm gonna fall slow. That's what really messed me up there. Hello, friend. We are together again. Are we doing a similar thing here? Maybe. I'm not sure what's happening, actually. I guess I throw you... What? Okay, so I know how you blow. Feels like the thing to do is to throw left about here. I'm not sure how I will be using those springboards, but I think that's probably for later than this. Oh, I barely made that, but I am here now. With one dash. Is that enough? I could have had two. Springboards did not get used. Should they have? Am I done? That might have been it, actually. There's land, there's... There we go, look at that thing! It's green! It's not ripe! Alright, well, I would like to preserve my friend. I'm gonna take that much of a risk to do so? I am not okay with causing this jellyfish's death. So I am gonna take this risk, and I got away with it. Okay. Hello, weird green berry, with a Saturn ring around you. Wow! Okay, and I received an out-of-band communication. When I say that, it means Steam achievements pop up. That named this the Moonberry, so that is why people call it that. Now I know. Okay, that was cool. Wasn't sure how much of a thing to expect. That's how much of a thing was here. And then this goes right on to the ending. Okay. Alright, and again, I already experienced this a couple of years ago, and I just don't feel right about sitting through it with having started from the final checkpoint and not played through everything prior. So, if you want to see my reaction to all of this, let me just make sure I'm where I think I am. I want to see that. Go back to past me. Surely this wouldn't change with me having gotten that strawberry. I find that implausible enough to feel safe about skipping. Okay, well that is the Moonberry. Cool experience, lots of fun, glad I got to see that extra little thing. And again, some parts of that experience could have been improved by doing it years ago, but I didn't know it was there. It's not really signaled. Again, it's 1 out of 0 strawberries. There are 0 strawberries in this level, but I found one anyway. Other than the, you know, golden one that... Yes, when I think about it, I laugh. Imagine getting the golden strawberry on this level. That's the entire joke. Okay, well, for the moment I feel satisfied with what I have done here. However, it just feels like everything is right in the world when I'm playing Celeste at this part of my schedule. So, without a specific plan in mind, though a few possibilities in mind, I'm going to expect to revisit this game relatively soon, but since I don't have immediate plans, probably going to be something else for a little while. Okay, yeah, so just going to do this little staccato rhythm thing. A little bit of Celeste, a little bit of something else, until I decide to commit to a larger chunk of Celeste. I do have something maybe in mind, but I gotta do some research and make sure it's what I want to do. Man, right at this specific moment though, I would be very happy to keep playing this game. Right here, right now. But again, I don't have a task in mind that is appropriate for that at the moment. What does my ticket look like? 181, 7004. What a tiny, tiny number! What is that number? Get on my level with 134,000. That's more like it. I guess I crossed 7,000 today. I'm sure I died more than 4 times. Okay, so Celeste takes another little nap. We will be back probably, but until then I'll see you for something else. And I guess this probably... I can't say it's the official end of, like, base game Celeste, because again, there are still golden strawberries in here I may yet bother to get, especially the, like, tiny seasides should be pretty manageable. Yeah, there's probably more I'll do here. Anyway, yeah, so, quick little nap. Maybe we'll be back soon, maybe we'll be back after a little bit. Nap might go longer. I don't have specific plans, but we will see. Epilogue. A couple of days later, something is bothering me. I want to go back in and do some things again. There was something I never did in that room, that last room, that I feel the need to do. So let's see how well I can redo this now that I know what's going on at it, maybe. This is it! Alright. Right, don't explosion boost. It's... oh, okay, here I actually do want to. Do I remember all the moves here? Maybe. I don't really expect to one-shot this. I know that's easier than doing it the other way I was doing it. This is what I want, then something like that. Then I lose my friend, the bird flings me, I get a new friend. The wind arrives. Right, don't go too low here. It's easy to do. Don't actually need that. Okay, so clearly I remember a lot of this. Not sure if I'm going to remember all of it, but I remember a lot of it. I mean, yeah, it's only been a couple of days since I last did it. Whoopsie! Well, that was just clumsy. Dope. Swoop. Oh man, I can make it through the narrow middle of that if I want to. Right, so I'm going unnecessarily fast here. By trying to go fast, I'm making it slower by dying and having to restart. That's just how it goes. It's fine. All the way up, throw here. Go left slightly. Fall faster if you feel like it. What? Whoa! Okay, I almost went too low there. I was trying to do the little upward flourish to just get straight into the thing, but that's not how things worked out. Okay, how is this? Don't try to do fancy moves. Which, by the way, is kind of the point of what I'm doing here. I was doing too many fancy moves in that bonus room. And I want to see how it plays out with fewer of them. Whoop, whoop, Alright, so hit that and go left and then do this. There we go. Okay. What? Okay, so this is fine. So this would be a wave dash, since that was taught in this chapter. Wall bounce is known. The name was never given in the actual game, but that is what the community calls it, and I guess I've accepted that name by now. Right, so wave dash is fine for that. Okay, so this was what, third try? Not too bad. Clearly I do remember what to do here. I'm trying to go to the right, which I do like this. And then I ignore those fish, keep going up, wave dash, specifically avoiding extended hyper. Now, what do the two of us do together here? Let's see, probably I would say this would make sense. Whoa. Wow! Well, that was unfortunate. Oh right, gotta restart, so not third try. Wow! Okay, so you can fall too fast and hit those spikes. That's pretty funny. Don't fall too fast. Okay, now fall too fast. Flourish. There we go. That's the way I like it. Whoa! Everything's fine. So here you do a backward springboard thingy, if you know what I mean. Alright, this is like 5th try, 6th try, something like that. Whoa! Okay, everything's fine. Wall bounce. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, not too high. Then wave dash is fine. There's like one fish I have to interact with here, that's you. Then there's some jelly fishing to do up here. So right, something went wrong. Something went wrong, that's what I know. Let's just do this here now. Get to this spot, and yeah, that's... Okay, right, so again, constraining myself to moves that I would have known at the time. This would have looked like that. What would this have looked like? Bee! Ugly. Okay. But I'm here now, without a jellyfish. What? What does that mean? Wait, was this all supposed to be jellyfishless? Okay, that's interesting. So there was a checkpoint here. Okay, I guess this is all supposed to be jellyfishless, and that's a little more straightforward, I suppose. I did not realize, but now I know. Alright, see, so new information was gained. I need to make sure this thing is nice and high, so that I can get all the way there. Whoa. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Something like... Oh, I probably need to... Let's see. I think a good idea would be to hang out here for a second. No, I'm already pink. I don't need anything more. Now, what was the story with this? It's probably just... Well, not that. I think I can skip... Oh, right, I can probably wave dash there to make things more reasonable. Alright, so here, all I gotta do is this. Just ignore that first one. And do that part better. Okay. I'm gonna re-get that. Hup, hup. There we go. Okay, cool. So I'm up here. So query, if I just die immediately, I respawn there. So it is going up here and around the loop that resets my respawn point, I think. That must be it. Okay, so now I'm in this room. What I want to do here is avoid ever doing an upward dash to pick up a jellyfish. I can only do diagonal upward ones and not after I've like dropped it or thrown it against a wall. So I am constraining myself to that move. This spot in particular, I think I see how to do it. It's just that I never actually completed this part of the room. That is how I am thinking about it. Alright, so no jelly regrab, I think is what the technique is called. I can grab there and that's fine. But I can't regrab. Okay, so no regrab. Right, so what I would want to do is this, then maybe that. Actually, how did I do this without the regrab? I mean, I don't need, if I'm just efficient with my things, I can do that much, but that's not enough. Is there a crystal before the death plane? No. Well, I know I did this part. How did I do it, though? Oh, here's a wall. Aha, I missed you. Okay, here's a wall. So I think the suggestion maybe is something a little more like that. Okay, I see. So jump on the wall, do this, throw, and that I guess is going to have to be legal. Maybe it shouldn't be, but it's going to have to be, I guess. No, I probably should not. Well, no, clearly I have to do it there. So, alright, so that part is fine then. Right here. Alright, I think I know what I want to do here. It is... go up, throw, catch, throw, grab the wall, wait. Jump here, dash, pick up my friend, and there we go. Alright, so now I did... oh, well... but then I did that. Okay, can I restart just a little bit? Maybe. Well... do I have to do that? Can I avoid it? Yes, okay, let's see here. Maybe with a wall bounce... while grabbing the... I mean, that's like a jelly regrab, pretty much. I mean, what's the difference? Get that, wait a bit, do this, catch the friend, and now, yeah, so here. So what would be the thing to do there? So I'll have one dash. Do you just gotta throw it against the wall? And okay, so it's icy. I'm thinking the suggestion is actually to throw the jellyfish wall bounce and catch it. Could I okay, I have another idea that would not require a jelly regrab without a spring, because yeah, that's the constraint I'm applying, I guess. No jelly regrab without spring. I'm gonna need that crystal. Glad to see how this actually plays out. Alright, so the idea was I would do this. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. That has fulfilled. Dang it, the back boost into the spikes every dang time. So, right, what I do is that and this. Okay. Now watch the back boost. Here we go. Now, updraft starts, and the level's something different. And I think there wasn't a whole lot of ways to do this unofficially. So I'm pretty much in the clear now. What am I actually doing here? What am I actually doing here? Throw the jellyfish, then go under my own power and get back up to where it is? Oh, right. The whole thing about... well, no. Okay, let's take that suggestion. So obviously it wants me to go all the way up here, throw, and then catch back up with it later. That is not what I did before. I see. So taking the suggestion, throwing the jellyfish from all the way up there. Like, I did most of this right, I just kind of flubbed it at the last second. Oh, never mind. Wait, there's another set of springboards there. Well, I can't preview that. Gotta actually go there to see what's up with it. So that jellyfish just, like, went away. Alright, what is happening here? There's another... Okay, so the right shaft is just for previewing. The left shaft, this little tiny one that I'm in now, that's for throwing the jellyfish here. And I'm supposed to catch up with it there-ish. Okay, I see how that's supposed to go. Alright, so another bit of the level I had not done before. Whoa. Windy section. Whoa, I went much higher than I meant to there. Alright, so that's the preview tunnel. Here it's a race. So, well, okay. There's upward wind, so I didn't fall as fast as I expected to, I think is what happened there. Hup, 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 hup. Ooh, almost didn't catch. Alright. You're gonna fall slow. Be ready for falling slow. There we go. Okay. I think I overcame my curse of knowledge. This is the end, right? Right. So, I can rescue my friend if I want to. Oh, sorry. I failed to rescue you now. And the other thing I wanted to see was what this looks like when it's, ghostly. That's what it looks like when it's ghostly. Wow. Okay, so I've fulfilled the completing this room without extra knowledge from outside. So now I feel better about that.